Sure, why not? Since Mr. Otten hired you, you'd probably be allowed in here anyway.
What a great liar I am. Hello everyone, this is Natnarf signing back in here, and welcome to Kansei. With the last episode, it was more on the introduction, the story introduction about the murder. And now we're supposed to explore the house now of Mr. Otten to see what clues we can find. If we can find anything. Everyone's gone their separate ways, so now I'm just left to talk with this guy. Let's examine the room first. Excuse me, it's a water fountain. The glass orb is lit by a by a light bulb, but it looks like there's a bowl in the middle. I guess that's back in the day. It held oil for a flame. No, I guess that back in the day they had oil for a flame. Whew. Like this land it appears to be a peach tree, but all the peaches are actually light bulbs. Oh, that's cool. That's sort of interesting. I'd like that to have a. I'd like that to be a thing in my house, so my daughter wouldn't have to crash into things now, would it? It's live bamboo. I bet Panda would enjoy it. Topat, yeah, sort of the Chinese calligraphy. Too bad I can't read it. Topat lo yat or yat lo pato. Oh, yat lo pato. In Chinese Cantonese, yat lo pato means not always around, not always there. Yat means one. One is always not there. There, see? Not exploring. Oh, by my nose. Detective Gursky stands across the room from me. Arms folded across his chest. Appears to be in deep thought, but it's not long before he notices that I'm looking at him.
What?
Nothing.
Well, that's not true.
Nothing I want to talk about then. He crosses his arms and sighs.
I don't know where you've been all these years or why, but that look in your eyes is still the same.
What look?
The one that says you're already trying to figure everything out. It's like watching someone who just started work on a puzzle. You're digging through the pieces and looking to build a frame, but you don't have much yet.
Are you some kind of poet? Philosopher? Not much is true, but I don't remember seeing you before, though.
I doubt you would. We've never met in person. I sure heard a lot about you, though. Both of you.
I suddenly felt my stomach snut up. How much is a lot?
Not enough, apparently. I thought you were dead. We all did.
Yeah, that was kind of on purpose.
Do you have any idea how much work was put into finding you?
Now, how did you find me in the first place? Don't even start. I'm not in the mood to hear a lecture from someone who doesn't even know what I'm going through.
You know, back in the day, I couldn't go 10 minutes without hearing your names.
What?
Oh, they're so great. What heroes these kids are. Why can't we have such helpful people here? What a joke. When we found her body, the first person they looked for was you, but you were nowhere to be found. At first, they thought you'd been kidnapped. As days passed, they thought maybe you'd been killed. When I saw you yesterday, I thought you had finally come back to do something worthwhile again.
I solved that murder for you, didn't I? What more do you want?
What about your sister's murder? You're the only witness, but you ran away. Why?
Oh, frick you, wait, I'm blowing my nose. Sorry. You are so mean. Hold on, save that. It has nothing to do with you. I don't owe you an explanation.
That may be so, but you owe it to your sister, don't you?
Well, she's not
The
here.
case went cold, but maybe if you tell us what you know, we can find her killer.
I'd rather you don't get involved. This is something I have to deal with on my own.
Sorry, kid. I'm sworn to uphold the law. Even if you don't want me getting involved, I kinda have to.
I know that. Just. I sigh and let my hands fall to my sides. It's not what you think.
We'll talk about this more later, but I promise that this isn't over. I got a call this morning about my report from yesterday. You've already caused a disturbance with your return.
Oh no, did Souls find out yet?
Are you kidding? She was the first.
And that's why I didn't want to tell you who I was. I knew they'd find out that all that. I didn't tell them who I was. I knew they'd all find out I was back.
They'd find you eventually. It was only a matter of time.
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, I'd say so. If it weren't for Aki's insistence that you stay with her, I'm sure they'd already have come to take you back.
This is not good. This is so not good. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you try actually having a backbone this time around?
Listen, I'm sorry, okay? I was 15 and stupid. I shouldn't have run away. But can we just focus on the dead body we've got on our hands right now? I feel like we're letting the past get in the way of the present.
The present only exists because of the past, you know.
Just shut up. Gursky studies my face carefully, gauging my reaction. Finally, he sighs and shakes his head.
But I see your point. Figuring out the cause of death for Mr. Otten does take priority right now. I'll be upstairs. Come talk to me if you find out anything.
Oh, now we're doing this again. Now I'm doing this again. What's this room? Oh, it's the hallway. As I entered the hallway, I nearly ran over a guy as he rushes out from around the corner.
Whoa! Sorry, dude.
Ew, what a hair, dude. He skids to a halt and jumps a few times, holding his hands out in self-defense. Hi. He stops for a moment to look me over.
Never seen you around before. You're not one of Liam's friends, are you?
Not really.
Oh, good. I can't stand Liam's friends. Don't tell him I said that.
Okay. Your secret's safe with me, I guess. Who are you?
Kevin, I'm the IT guy. I run all the security here. Got a blip in my system saying the power went out, so I came here to see what happened. Sofia hasn't been answering my calls.
You came here? I thought the house was in lockdown. Kevin taps the temple of his head.
Master code unlocks any door.
Right.
And who are you again?
Kangai, I'm a special investigator.
Wicked. So Big Will is finally gonna bring down the hammer on Liam in his little nightlife.
Big Will? Does he mean William Otten? I'm actually Mr. Otten just passed away. Stares at me blankly for a moment, but his expression slowly changes as he processes my statement.
Passed away? As in, dead?
I'm not entirely sure there's another way to interpret that.
Whoa.
Kevin runs his fingers through his hair and laughs nervously.
Sorry, man. This is just... Wow, I can't believe it. It's kinda unreal, you know? I just saw him yesterday and he looked fine. Well, as fine as a guy his age can look. Well, as fine as a super paranoid guy his age can look. Well, as fine as a super paranoid guy who drinks a lot at his age.
Yeah, I get it.
So, what happened?
Oh, pie. The shirt has pie in it. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it safe for now. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a heart attack or something?
That's not a surprise. He kept refusing to see a doctor. Man, Sofia would beg him to at least get a checkup, but he'd have none of that.
Ooh, don't quote me on that, though. I can't say for sure if it is or not.
Really is a shame, though. He was a good man. Did a lot of good work in the medical world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Otten Engineering was big into making fake organs and stuff. I hear they saved a lot of lives. Man, dead? Really?
He shakes his head.
Sorry, that's just too weird. I'm still having a hard time believing it.
Kevin blinks a few times as if he's not sure he's really awake.
I'll be in the security room if you need me. It's the first door on the left here in this hallway.
Okay. Wow! That's a weird start. It's an old painting on a silk scroll. It appears to be an ocean of some sort. How about this one? To be a mountain of some sort. How about this one? Forest. Cave. I thought we were gonna do with elements now. A vase with some sort of plant. It looks very authentic, but the plant is definitely a fake. The retina scanner. The door unlocks if you have clearance. There's a keypad attached to it. I bet I could override the scanner if I knew the right codes. You're naughty. Then exploring. Move. Oh my god, there's a lot of doors. I tried the door, but it isn't open. I thought Kevin said he'd been here. I knock on the door and I hear footsteps. The door slides open.
What's up?
Whoa! You said you'd be here?
Yeah, I did. What do you want?
I crane my neck to peer over Kevin's shoulder. The room behind me looks mostly empty, but I can see the glow of television screens across the wall. Can I come in? Kevin frowns, but he steps aside to let me in.
Sure, why not? Since Mr. Otten hired you, you'd probably be allowed in here anyway.
What a great liar I am! It doesn't take long to scan the contents of the cold room. There's not much on the top floor save for a single chair. A long counter stretches across one wall. It bears a lonely keyboard and a mouse. All that screen for one keyboard and mouse. I need that! Mounted on the wall are several monitors, all flicking with images in various rooms in the house. How did you not see? Oh, it doesn't have his office. My bad. At first glance, it appears to be a room meant for a high-security corporate building rather than just a house.
Welcome to my Fortress of Solitude. This is the command center for the entire house.
Oh my god. So you can see everything from here?
Not everything. Mr. Otten's office is strictly off limits. Very private, you know. No one knows what he does in there.
Okay. He folds his arm across his chest and scolds.
As if it isn't obvious.
Obvious? What's obvious?
Mr. Otten never likes to be far from his booze. His solution to anything stressful is to drink it away.
Oh, good. But he's a doctor,
Of course,
isn't it?
he tries to hide it because it's not very professional, but every time he walks out of that room, he reeks of alcohol.
You're a very nice guy for that. Why do you work for Mr. Otten?
The money. Duh.
That's all?
Well, yeah. What else is there?
Stares at me as if I just asked him if he breathes oxygen. I'm starting to think I'm not gonna like this anyone in his house. If these people are if these are people Mr. Otten surrounds himself with, I can't imagine the sort of people he's trying to hide from. How did you get this job?
Mr. Otten offered it to me.
Really?
Well, yeah. He handpicks everyone who works for him.
Oh, how did he find you?
I graduated in the top of my class at a university he funds. He offered this job to me straight out of college.
Cool. That's pretty lucky.
Yeah, that's the word for it.
Well, am I imagining things or is he resentful about something? Can you think of any reason that someone would want Mr. Otten dead?
You're kidding, right?
I'm not.
You must be new around here.
Yeah.
Mr. Otten's infamous around these parts. He's a ruthless sort of dude. Any little guy tries to start something new, he crushes them. Poaches employees, spreads rumors, heck, he's even brought in the courts multiple times.
Wow.
He'll say that these other companies are infringing on his trademark or something equally stupid. Of course, that's only the stuff we know about. If you ask me, he's got more than just dirty business practices going on. I mean, seriously, look at this place.
I can see.
No one builds a house like this in the middle of nowhere unless he's got something to hide.
You're right.
If he's not doing something illegal, I'll eat my motherboard.
You keep that. You keep that thing. I mean, you keep that deal. If I don't find anything, you eat that keyboard. Then the motherboard. That's all for now, man.
Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
Sure. Being a comedian and all. I thought Kevin would appreciate if I poked around on this stuff. I probably should wait for a time when he's not around. Sure, let's move. Move? Oh, nah. Back. Move. This is a toilet. Sink with a porcelain basin. Soap dispenser. According to the label, it's evergreen scented, but it smells just like soap to me. Lamp. The body is made out of porcelain. It looks porcelain house, doesn't it? There's a space between the frame and the wall. And it's not a two-way mirror. I can't believe I'm checking for this. Old habits die hard, I guess. Muse. Muse. Atmosphere. Oh, I'm in the kitchen. The atmosphere in the kitchen is tense. The sounds of my footsteps sounds unusually loud on the top floor. Hey.
Hey.
And I just got it. I think I just ripped there. I think I just copied his. Narky welcomes me with a half-hearted smile. Sofia is standing on the other end of the kitchen, sipping slowly on a cup of tea. Her eyes don't waver from the small cup in her hands. I lean in towards Naoki. Is she okay?
She's feeling better. Still a little shaken up, though. She was crying pretty hard when we found Mr. Otten's body.
Well, who wouldn't? She's been working for him for how long already?
Kangai,
Yes.
I hope you don't mind if I ask you something.
No. Go ahead.
How did you know that something bad happened to Mr. Otten?
That's...
Naoki, please. I was asking Kangai.
Sorry.
So,
That has a
how did you
screen.
know?
I don't want to get the ruin. I guess you could say I have a sort of sixth sense.
A sixth sense? As in psychic?
I guess you could call it that.
Can you give me details on how it works?
Whoa, she actually sounds like she might believe me. I can't really say, I just feel things. I get sick sometimes and then I know something bad has happened. Nike staring at me hard, as if I should keep quiet. Just talking about my Kansei is a bad idea. Still, I feel as if she deserves at least partial throat.
I see. I suppose it's different then.
Different from what?
Many years ago, Mr. Otten experimented with extending the mental capacities of human beings. It's not like what you described, though.
What sort of experiments?
Oh.
I don't really know much about it. It was a long time ago, before I started working for him. He just mentioned it in passing once, so I thought maybe that had something to do with it. He was terribly drunk at the time, though, so I suppose he might not have even been telling the truth.
Hey, people tell the truth when they're drunk. I know that.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping to the strangest conclusions here. I must not be in a very good frame of mind right now.
Oh, just keep talking. Sofia sighs and shuts her eyes. She looks like she wants to cry again. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you really care about Mr. Otten, do you? For a moment, Sofia doesn't respond. Her shoulders shudders as she takes in a deep breath. Finally, she opens her eyes and speaks in barely more than a whisper. I can't even speak, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm going to do now that he's gone.
I'm so sorry.
Naoki places a gentle hand on her shoulders. Cheese scene. For a moment, I feel strange. She definitely sounds sincere, but something about what she said sounds off.
I'm sorry. I just really want to find the person who did this. If there's anything you need to know, just ask, okay?
Oh, I will. Sure, thanks. I would like to talk you first. What do you think about Mr. Otten's death?
What do I think? I think it's terrible.
Not like that.
I really don't like having to see dead bodies.
What I meant, who do you think did it?
I really can't say. I don't want to make any judgments.
He glances to the sides and begins to absentmindedly fiddle with his fingers. Can you at least tell me your thoughts on anyone here?
Well, Liam is pretty angry with his uncle. His eyebrows went down every time he spoke about him. He covered his face when Aki started asking more questions, so he's got something to hide. I'm pretty sure Marissa's hiding something too. Every time she smiles, her eyebrows go up, as if she's worried. After she finished her interview with Mr. Otten, she was even more nervous than before.
Naoki glances at Sofia before leaning in and whispering.
Sofia was pretty frustrated when we came, but now she's really anxious. She won't stop pacing back and forth.
What about Kevin?
You mean that guy with the red hair? I didn't really get to see his face. Sorry.
How did you know it was him? Don't worry about it, I was just curious, really. It's good enough that you know this much. I'm kind of impressed.
I've been studying body language for a while now.
Okay, thanks.
Feel free to come talk more if you want.
Oh, sure, I will. You can bet on it. How about you, man? Why do you work for Mr. Otten?
Mr. Otten values my services. I am a trained professional and an excellent personal assistant.
No, I mean why? That doesn't really answer my question. What I meant was, why did you choose to work for him?
I have personal reasons, but my employment is both legal and morally sound.
I'll come back later then.
Of course.
He's not making it any easier, is it? So yeah, I was just since the first one was very long for so unknown reason, that'll make this episodes starting afterwards really short. So, and I will be continuing to explore these branches as I branch out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm starting to sound wrong now. Thank you so much for watching. Click on the like or dislike button, whatever you think this video is to you. Click on the annotations, the one up there to see my previous video, to see the intro if you're not really sure, and subscribe to me by clicking on Cedric right there if you don't want to click on the subscribe button, because I don't want to be mean. So yeah, leave a comment. I don't care, you can bash me with comments too. So yeah, until then, this is Natnarf signing off.